Action games are one of the most popular game genres. Uncharted, Tomb Raider, and God of War are examples of great action games. But how did this genre evolve from simple side-scrolling to cinematic blockbusters? Today, we're going to explore the evolution of this genre. Explosions, relentless gunfire, and an unforgiving challenge. This was the essence of action games in the 80s. And few titles captured that intensity better than Contra, released by Konami in 1987. From the very first level, Contra threw players straight into the action. Enemies swarmed from all sides, platforms crumbled beneath your feet, and towering bosses tested your reflexes. Surviving wasn't just about shooting. It required quick thinking, perfect timing, and if you had a second player, solid teamwork in co-op mode. Meanwhile, Ninja Gaiden raised the stakes with its lightning-fast combat, precise controls, and brutal difficulty. Enemies were relentless, requiring quick reflexes and mastery of every move. One wrong step, and you'd be overwhelmed. It was a true test of skill, making every victory feel earned, and every defeat a lesson in survival. Then in 1993, Doom changed everything. It took action games into the first-person perspective, immersing players in high-speed demon-slaying chaos. With its brutal combat, fast movement, and multiplayer modes, Doom became a cultural phenomenon and laid the foundation for modern FPS games. Action wasn't just about shooting, though. In 1996, Tomb Raider introduced platforming, puzzles, and cinematic action, turning Lara Croft into one of gaming's most iconic heroes. The combination of exploration and gunplay made it feel like an interactive adventure movie. Then came Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, a game that redefined action with its seamless blend of combat, parkour-inspired movement, and innovative time-reversing mechanics. Players weren't just fighting, they were running along walls, performing gravity-defying acrobatics, and fluidly chaining attacks to take down enemies with cinematic precision. Beyond gameplay, The Sands of Time captivated players with its mesmerizing world, rich with Persian-inspired architecture, mystical environments, and a compelling atmosphere. It wasn't just an action game, it was an adventure that immersed players in a world of mystery and danger. As technology advanced, action games didn't just become bigger, they became more cinematic. Uncharted: Drake's Fortune revolutionized the genre by blending intense gunfights, fluid parkour-style platforming, and high-stakes exploration, all wrapped in a gripping, movie-like narrative. With Nathan Drake as its charismatic lead, Uncharted brought players into a world of ancient mysteries, breathtaking landscapes, and thrilling set pieces that pushed the boundaries of in-game storytelling. Then Batman: Arkham Asylum changed how action combat felt. Its free-flowing fight system made every punch and counter feel satisfying, influencing many future action-adventure games. The Arkham series set a new gold standard for superhero games, paving the way for future hits like Marvel's Spider-Man. And while many action games focused on speed and spectacle, Dark Souls took a different approach. It slowed things down, emphasizing methodical combat, strategic movement, and an unforgiving difficulty curve that demanded patience, precision, and mastery. Every enemy encounter was a test, every boss battle a brutal gauntlet, where even the smallest mistake could mean death. But that challenge was also its greatest reward. Players learned not just to fight but to adapt, to study enemy patterns, manage stamina wisely, and strike only when the time was right. Defeat wasn't the end. It was a lesson, pushing players to improve and overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. Then in 2018, God of War redefined what an action game could be. No longer just a tale of rage and destruction, It evolved into a deeply personal story of fatherhood, loss, and redemption. Kratos, once fueled solely by vengeance, now faced his greatest challenge yet. Not a god or a monster, but the responsibility of raising his son, Atreus, in an unforgiving world. This emotional depth was matched by a complete overhaul of gameplay. Every swing, throw, and recall of the axe felt powerful, creating a more grounded and intimate fighting experience. Atreus wasn't just a companion, he played a crucial role in both combat and storytelling, adding layers of strategy and character development. In 2019, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice took action combat to an entirely new level. Unlike traditional action games, Sekiro demanded precision, patience, and mastery of its unique swordplay mechanics. Every battle felt like a true duel, where one mistimed block could mean instant death. Instead of relying on brute force, players had to break their opponent's posture with perfectly timed parries, creating a combat system that was both brutal and elegant. The game also introduced unparalleled mobility. With the shinobi prosthetic and grappling hook, players could traverse the world in ways never seen before in a Souls-like game, turning every encounter into a test of both skill and strategy. Today, action games come in all shapes and sizes. Whether it's swinging through New York as Spider-Man, exploring the vast lands of Elden Ring, or experiencing high-speed FPS battles, the genre keeps evolving and pushing new limits. From pixelated battles to cinematic masterpieces, action games have come a long way. But one thing remains the same: they keep our hearts racing and our skills sharp. Whether you prefer classic run-and-gun shooters, hack-and-slash spectacles, or intense boss battles, there's an action game for everyone. And the best part, the evolution isn't over yet.